Canon fanboys are an interesting bunch. They wear suspenders attached to their underwear, and they lick just street posts to build their immune system, and it doesn't work. Today we have to address the sickening fanboyism of Canon freaks who are defending the R5 because it's not a video camera, bro. It was never meant to shoot video. We're gonna kill you today.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Chances that I'm in focus? 8%. Chances that tone factor has been increased by 16-fold? That's 100%. We're on the A7III Voigtlander 35mm Tony 1.2. If I move from this position, it's over for us. Oh God. Oh, that hurts. I feel trapped in a prison. I used to be able to move freely, but the glory is upon us. So I must have made like 15 or 20 videos on the Canon R5 and R6 for this channel and my Vegetable Conspiracies channel, just testing it out. I concluded that they're one of the worst video tools you could ever use. They're terrible. The warpy, wavy stuff of their IBIS, Canon fanboy freaks are begging to, can we turn it off? How it waves to you in the corners on the wide lenses. When you adapt something like a 24mm stabilized lens, they confuse each other. It's like a first date, a speed date, and you get there and you're like, oh, you're 85 years old. I'm 31. This probably, do you want to have sex? No, you don't. Okay. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So some of the worst stabilization in the game. Understandable, it's full frame. Sony A7III is even worse at times, so you're not winning any favors here, Sony. But the autofocus as well, and it's not just me. People were blaming user error. We know there's an abundance of it here. But even Potato Jet, you said, like, this is the worst Canon autofocus he's ever seen. It was losing people in straight room videos, interviews, inside a room. Sure, he had a window in the back, backlit for art purposes. But it loses you. It's not confident at all. Whereas this is. It never fails. Oh boy. Oh God. Once I got out of S-Log 2, we've been good to go here on the autofocus, but that's a cripple hammer of its own. Not letting me have the most dynamic range. We know I need it for this movie you're watching. The fact that the R6 crippled its color science versus the R5, Potato Jet noticed that. He's like, why is everything all yellow? That's weird. He couldn't match it to his other cameras. I did it side by side. The R5 has Canon color science. R6 has Codec LUTs in place, film-based. Those actually sound really good. I want one. Does anyone have one? Please send it to me. I know I trash Canon here, but I wanted to love them. They had great colors. I was trying to make it work. The R5 at least, color-wise. I was like, it's just too shaky. Like, autofocus keeps losing me. It won't auto-expose in C-Log. No dynamic range then. I wanted to make it work. I tried my hardest. But they're just bad video tools. I would never choose one over the Fuji X-T4 or the Olympus EM1 II killed it. Even the Panasonic G9, piece of shit, that I should throw into a sewer tonight. I will. Oh, little loser G9. What you lack in autofocus, you more than make up for in nothing else. Nothing makes up for it. But you're at least heavier than a full-frame camera. And the IBIS doesn't work in the wide lenses. I love it. Love this thing. I use it more often than I don't. So we've pretty much established that the Canon R5 and R6 are overpriced, underperforming ballerina bitches who wear pink tights and they're showing up to a soccer game. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're in the wrong field. So in come the Canon fanboys to defend the purchase. I don't know why y'all are doing it. These are terrible cameras for video. So their answer is, these were never meant for video, bro. Did you not see the press release? It was all 8K up in this bitch. Canon's back. The king is back. We're trying now for the first time in 16 years. We got 8K, 4K 120p, you want it? It's in there. File sizes? Don't worry about those. You'll find a way. Every Canon rep talking about that thing in an interview was like, back in the 5D Mark II, we set the game. We set the bar. 1080p for the first time, full frame. We innovated, and now we're doing it again for video. It's a video camera. It's a hybrid video camera that overheats when you take one photo of your cat. I'll be honest with you, the overheating issues are the least of Canon's problems. I found it wasn't overheating much for me, unless I went really long in that 4K HQ, but their biggest problems are the shitty codecs that are impossible to edit, the file sizes, the IBIS being terrible, the autofocus. Dual Pixel 2.0 was worse. Usually when you make a Mark II of something, it's better in some way. It's worse in every way. These Canon gypsies in the comments, why are you reviewing video specs of a photo camera? What are you doing? Is that legal? I'll report you. If you want to shoot video, use a video camera. Though that's what you use. Camcorders are so good now, right? I haven't researched it, but I'm surely these are designed for video. That's what you use. You're a moron. Every single camera is a hybrid. This takes photos and videos. Every single one does it. Even camcorders take photos. Bad ones. Bad ones. But they do it. Every single one. They're hybrids. Fuji X-T4 has a switch. I got Fuji fanboys saying, that's the photo camera. Why you There's a switch on the goddamn dial that says movie stills. You ignoring that one? So hey, Canon freak boys. Canon made a camera that's capable of video, not very capable of it, and photos in one camera, like every other camera they've released in the past 15 years. And it's not very good for the video side. For pictures, sure, why not? Snap a shot, you know what I mean? But make no mistake about it, the R5 and R6 are hybrid photo video cameras with an emphasis on the video side, and they suck at it. And they always have. Worse dynamic range, terrible autofocus, now worse than Panasonic G9 with a manual focus lens. I think they had a boardroom meeting about it, how to make a terrible camera, and they succeeded. And I want to hear it. Alright fellas, I'm tired of being making fun of. Let's make a good camera. I know we've crippled some features in the past. That time is over. Let's make a good, we're back. We are back. Let's make a hybrid video photo camera that'll blow people away. Any ideas? We're so ahead of you, boss. It's not even funny. We already made the camera. Canon R5 8K. Nobody can do 8K yet. We're doing it. Doesn't even overheat. It kind of gets hot. It gets hot. Not gonna lie to you, Karen. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of us going to dinner later. What do you think about that? I'll bring the sandwiches. Do I even remotely look single to you, boss? Dream on, boss. Dream hard. Not gonna lie to you, that hurts. Like being rejected in high school. All those memories flooding back. Oh boy. Your stupid 8K camera. I'm removing something from it. You pick. You leave my camera alone, boss. It's perfect. 8K, perfect IBIS. You touch that one thing in there, I'll touch your scrotal sack with claws. I'll touch you. You want to be touched. Okay. You have your wish. Just one thing. We'll keep the 8K. I do want to limit it with a timer, like a friendly stopwatch. It'll take 2 hours to reset. Dual pixel autofocus. Remove one of the pixels. It'll be single pixel autofocus. We'll market it as an upgrade. IBIS. I'm taking one of the 3 corners and screwing it to the back. Could help. It won't. And the color science, I'm gonna add in mauve to the skin tones. Yellow and mauve look. It's the new thing. You haven't heard of it? Get in touch. Get in touch, you claw bitch. So fanboys of any system are just so disgusting. Just the way they promote it no matter what. It's because of you that these companies don't innovate, because you go and buy their products. I made that GoPro 9 video, how the GoPro 9 will break your heart because they overheat. Not just overheat, they glitch in cold weather. Like, weird things happen, you lose your files. They're not reliable, I hate them. I would never recommend them. And I'm getting so many comments from people saying like, yeah, I know my 7 was glitching a lot. Hopefully this one will be, hopefully? What the hell was that? Hopefully this one will be different. You're rewarding them. You know it glitches. And you've had it glitching. You're like, still, it's fun. You're a moron. You're what's wrong with the industry. You're supporting these companies and they're making mistakes. They literal boxes of mistakes, and you buy them and you lick them at night. So I have a message for you fanboys. You're only lying to yourself. You can't fool the man in there, not your heart. You know when you're lying, and you're gonna get punishment for it, unless you tell the truth. If you back a company that sells you snakes, I hope you're a mice catcher and you find a place for the mice. Where's that going? Just read it and weep, fanboys. People are switching. Long-time Canon fanboys like Potato Jet switching to the Sony. Even Tony Northwood is switching to Sony. He prefers the blown out highlights of a Canon look, and he's switching on to Sony. Everybody is. Why wouldn't you? The hell's Canon? Nobody wants a cripple hammer with their purchase, unless it's a plush toy. Where do I want to make them? Little plush Canon hammers? That'd be so much more fun to edit. Just hold it instead of doing all the stuff that I have to do. God damn it. I was almost done the video. I didn't have to edit anything. What is your problem? Just disappear from my life. It's a good camera. I liked them. The R5, those colors. Autofocus worked sometimes. I didn't mind that. Love that lens. 15 to 35, it's so light. It's a good lens. Make more of those. The file sizes are a little bit too big. Don't let it happen to you. You know what's bullshit about this Sony? It just shut off. Thankfully I saw it. It has a 30-minute limit. Most of their other cameras don't now, but this one does, and it doesn't beep when it stops. When you press record, it beeps. When you press record again to stop, it does a different sounding beep. And it's like, okay, I memorized those now, so I know. Outside, I don't need the flippy screen. I can press it. It's like, okay, we're good. We stopped. Okay, I know that song. But when it just stops on its own, there's no beep. If I didn't have this mirror hack, we would be dead right now, talking to nobody, being arrested by the mental asylum. You'll remember that in Thailand. It was good times. Hi everybody, thanks for watching my YouTube channel.
He's at it again, Tom.
He's recording to nothing.
No, I'm making a video.
Nope. No, it's not recording.
It was recording.
You have to come with us.
It was
come
recording.
I'm sorry.
I swear it was. No.
So fanboys, you suck. You're why the camera companies keep releasing trash. And you, oh, it's fine. It's not fine. And the Canon R5 and R6 are definitely made for video and photos on the side. These are video cameras and they suck at it. And you can't deny it. The marketing material, the specs in the camera, everything leads to video features being in there and sucking. Were we in focus for any of that? It's so glorious, but I can't move. Still. Thanks for buying a Fuji Assassin t-shirt. Subscribe for more videos. Damn it.